Hi everyone, welcome to On The Record, and I just want to give an apology to Ahoy, our sponsors, for Geoff's outburst last week, calling their products arse paper. It's not arse paper, it's the highest quality paper sheet that you can get. It's basically made of plastic, so it's very highly durable, and it makes you feel like you've wiped your bum with silk. And it's not just arse paper, so another apology to Ahoy there. Please don't cancel our sponsorship. It's this is what we need. We need this. So let's get on with the show. Thanks, Ahoy. Ahoy.
Well, actually, and apologies to listeners as well, because I think we conceived On The Record as a family show, and I wouldn't normally use language like that, that foul word that began with A, and strive not to.
Shut the fuck up. You're not even apologising to Ahoy either. Apologising to the people.
You've done Ahoy,
but I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for you, aren't I?
The fans, the listeners.
Ahoy should be getting the apology. They're the ones that you
done. We've done the apologies.
I've done it.
Right, let's go on the record.
On the record with Queen, A Night at the Opera.
Oh, great!
And this has to be one of the classic all-time albums of all time. All
the times. Although really a one-song album. It's got Bohemian Rhapsody, padded out. With some opulent splendour, reminiscent of A Night at the Opera. However, it is just padding. But we can all agree it's worth the entry price for Bohemian Rhapsody. One of the best just songs of anything that's ever happened.
Well, look, I think we call it rest padding. I mean, I was at ZZ Top's wedding.
What?
Yeah, and
hang on.
I was his best man.
No.
Yeah, the one without a beard who was called
ZZ.
Yeah, and not the Tops. And I was his best man. And when he's a character. So when we sat down and we're having a bit of a drink, and he was like, listen, Dez, you've done a lot with your life, and as a big thank you, I want you to be the best man at my wedding. And as he said it, in came the other two, the hair, and they played "You're My Best Friend" by Queen.
I can only imagine how that went down with the other guests.
Yeah, well, no, there was no other guests. It was just me.
Oh.
He's just asking me to be his best man. This is how, it was cool. And but the problem is that they spun their guitars. It actually hit me across the face and actually broke my nose. It's not.
When did this?
This was during the 80s. And that was kind of the first stage of my long and amazing career.
Yeah,
was kicking off, and it was cool. So I was the best man at his wedding, and
I mean, it wasn't that long a career, but
for ZZ Top, yeah. I mean, but it was good. It was long enough for they went on to be
really
Back to the Future 3. I think you can't say that, huh? You can't think you can say anything bad about being in Back to the Future 3. I mean, look what it did for Michael J. Fox.
Well, it gave him multiple sclerosis.
Didn't give him it.
Well, I mean, he didn't have it, and then he did that, and then he did have it.
Well, Christopher Lloyd's okay.
Well, is he?
Yeah.
His career's in the toilet.
Not because of Back to the Future. Well,
Biff Tannen, he hasn't done anything.
Well, I mean, maybe that was the last time I saw ZZ Top play live.
Back to the Future 3 ruined, wrecked a lot of careers. You got a lot to answer for, Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, he was Robert Zemeckis, really.
But Steven Spielberg's also a director. He got a hand in a lot of things, finger in everyone's pies.
Stefan Spielberg is one of the most amazing directors out there, and I won't have a word said against him. And I tell you what, I bet he's spent more nights at the opera than you. He's probably met Queen.
Yeah,
and he's probably met the Queen.
He probably met Freddie Mercury before his spiral into death. I mean, from this like touch he's got.
Yeah, what touch?
Invisible touch. He probably, maybe Freddie Mercury was an extra on Back to the Future 3, and then he got the same curse that the others got, and that began his spiral into AIDS.
AIDS isn't a curse.
Well, how'd you get it then? I thought it was like Curse of the Monkey Paw.
That's
come from a monkey.
Indiana Jones 2, isn't it?
It come from a monkey.
Doesn't mean that it might have been where it started. No one knows that. No one knows that for sure. I mean, Spielberg himself, I think, sees it as a government conspiracy, trying to rid the world of homosexual men, and that's what started AIDS. Now, my son is a homosexual man.
What?
You know this, but he hasn't. It doesn't mean he's going around fucking monkeys.
He doesn't look like a gay.
But
I wouldn't have.
Well, what does that mean? How do you look like a gay?
Well, like the big mustache.
No, he doesn't have a moustache. He's only 15.
Yeah. Okay. Well, not the. I mean, Freddie Mercury didn't have a mustache when he was 15 either. He had that nice mullet and the white frilly thing. It's quite Liberace, that's on the piano doing Bohemian.
Well, that's my son. That's what he. That's exactly what he looks like.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't mean he's going to get.
I'm not sure it'll be fine.
How many spins for a night at the opera?
It's a 5-spinner. 5 spins all the way.
Yeah.
I mean, just play Bohemian Rhapsody over and over again. You play that 5 times at least.
Yeah.
Maybe get one of your friends to come round and pretend and act like an usher. You can buy some ice cream from them halfway through the album when they turn it over, and just have a really nice, the encompassing opera experience, opulent opera experience that Queen would have envisioned when they were creating the album. And don't just sit there at your desk and plug in and let it pass by in your earphones. That's bullshit. That's bollocks.
Well, who would you call as your usher then? Huh? What, your mum?
Well, Mum would do it.
Well, you probably wouldn't. I think you would stop halfway through and ask her for an ice cream. I heard you did that. That was a problem with your last girlfriend.
I don't know what we were talking about. That's a reference to.
Well, she told me, the night after, that you stopped halfway through to go and get an ice cream.
I mean, sometimes you get hot fuzzy mouth.
Well, okay. Well, there you go. Well, this is. I would probably give it. I'd probably give it 50 spins, I think.
You can't give it 50 spins.
Well, I think I'll give it 50 because I think it deserves it. And it's also like, it kind of matches up nicely with one of my favourite sex tapes, which is A Night in Opera, which is the Oprah Winfrey sex tape, which not many people have that. And that's what I like. So I think it deserves 50 spins just for being like, hey, it's my favourite sex tape and it's my favourite album of all time. It's a classic. There's no denying that. It's a classic.
Yeah, but it makes a mockery of the spin system. That's the problem.
What, giving it 50 spins?
I mean, I give it 50 spins.
You can't. I just said that. You can't keep copying how many spins I get it. 50, you said
54 spins.
You said
54.
No, hold on. You said 2 spins.
So 109 spins in total.
What? You've given it 4 spins.
54 spins.
54 spins.
54.
So you're giving it more spins than me.
You said 50.
No, I said 50. I said 50 spins.
49 spins.
Right. Well, you can give it more than me. Don't make me say
51 spins.
Well, that's okay. Fine. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Fine. 51 spins. You win. 51 spins.
51 spins. So, I mean, easily the highest rated actually of the albums that we've reviewed.
50 spins, and I'll probably give another 30 spins to A Night in Opera. So I think altogether we can count that as 80 spins for me. So thanks very much for listening. I wanted just to give another shout out to our sponsor, Ahoy. And thank you very much. Great sponsors. We love you very much. Make sure you buy all their products because they're great. They really are great. Thanks everyone for listening. That was A Night in Queen by Oprah Winfrey. And thank you. See you on the next one. Bye.
Bye everyone.